May Allah grant you goodness. There are several points. First, whoever understands this chapter and the next two, the strangeness of Islam is clear to him. And he would see wonders from Allah's power and how He turns hearts. Second, knowing the first polytheism that occurred on earth, that it was due to a misconception about the righteous. Third, knowing the first thing by which the religion of the prophets was changed, and what the cause of that was, along with knowing that Allah sent them. Fourth, the acceptance of innovations despite the laws and natural instincts rejecting them. Fifth, that the cause of all that is the mixing of truth with falsehood. The first being the love of the righteous, and the second being the action of people of knowledge and religion, something they intended for good. So those after them thought they intended something else by it. Sixth, the interpretation of the verse in Surah No. Seventh, human nature in that truth decreases in his heart and falsehood increases. Eighth, in it is a witness to what was narrated from the predecessors that innovations are the cause of disbelief. Ninth, Satan's knowledge of what innovation leads to, even if the doer's intention was good.
And that is why he is keen on innovations, because they eventually lead to this matter, to extremism, then after that, falling into polytheism, and therefore they are steps of Satan.
10th, knowing the universal rule, which is the prohibition of extremism, and knowing what it leads to. 11th, the harm of staying at a grave for the sake of a righteous deed. 12th, knowing the prohibition of statues and the wisdom in removing them. 13th, knowing the greatness of this story and the dire need for it despite the negligence of it. 14th, and it is even more amazing, their reading of it in the books of Tafsir and Hadith, and their knowledge of the meaning of the words. And that Allah came between them and their hearts until they believed that the action of the people of Noah was the best of worship. And they believed that what Allah and His Messenger forbade is the disbelief that permits blood and wealth. 15th, the explicit statement that they only wanted intercession. 16th, their thought that the scholars who made the images intended that. 17th, the great clarification in his saying, "Do not overpraise me as the Christians overpraise the Son of Mary." So may Allah's prayers and peace be upon him for conveying the clear message. 18th, his advice to us regarding the destruction of the extremists. 19th, the explicit statement that they were not worshipped until knowledge was forgotten. So in it is a clarification of knowing the value of its presence and the harm of its loss. 20th, that the cause of the loss of knowledge is the death of the scholars.